News 10's Kathleen Suri is live nearby. Kathleen, what's going on up there?
Gordon, I'm actually standing about 2 blocks away from the church. Around 7:30 tonight, Temple Police received a call from a suspect who was inside of the church saying that he had a gun and that he was going to commit suicide. Now, when police arrived, they say they saw people fleeing from inside of the church, leaving. So they're still not sure if there is anyone else inside of the church besides the suspect at this point. Now, police also can't confirm whether or not they've made contact with the suspect who's inside. Now, the hostage negotiator team is on scene, as well as the SWAT team here in Temple tonight. There are still a lot of questions and a lot of details to be filled in, and we will keep you updated as more information becomes available. Reporting live from Temple, Kathleen Suri, KWTX News 10.
Has been following the story all day long. She joins us now live from Ellison High School in Killeen. And Kathleen, the big question everyone has is, how is that little girl doing?
Julie, we spoke with the Killeen Police Department this afternoon at the scene of the accident. That's where they told us that the 15-year-old girl was in critical condition. We've tried reaching out to police since then to get an update on her condition, and we have not heard back yet. We will bring you those details as soon as they become available to us. Now, this afternoon, it happened when she was crossing the street here on Tremere Road. Unfortunately, she was struck by a vehicle. As you can see, this is a very busy roadway. It happened just before 1 o'clock. Officers arrived at the 3800 block of Tremere Road, where they found the teen in the street. An emergency helicopter landed in the field of the high school, and she was airlifted to Scott and White Hospital in Temple in critical condition.
The preliminary investigation is that this female was walking from the parking lot on the east side of the roadway across to the west side of the roadway. Witnesses say that she was on her phone and walked in the path of oncoming traffic.
The scene was happening during the school's lunch hour as officers were directing children around the scene of the accident as crews worked to get the girl into the helicopter. Now, police say she had just started her sophomore year here at Ellison High School. We will keep you updated on her condition as it becomes available to us. Reporting live from Killeen, Kathleen Suri, KWTX News 10.
All right. Kathleen Suri has been following the story all day long. She joins us now live from Ellison High School in Killeen. Kathleen, how's the girl doing?
Julian Gordon, according to the Killeen Police Department, the 15-year-old girl is still in critical condition tonight after this afternoon's accident where she was struck by a vehicle while crossing Tremere Road, which is where we stand right now. It happened just before 1 o'clock this afternoon. Officers responded to the 3800 block of Tremere Road where they found the teen in the street. An emergency helicopter landed in the field of the high school, and she was airlifted to Scott and White Hospital in Temple in critical condition.
The preliminary investigation is that this female was walking from the parking lot on the east side of the roadway across to the west side of the roadway. Witnesses say that she was on her phone and walked in the path of oncoming traffic.
This scene was happening during the school's lunch hour. Officers were directing children around the incident as crews worked to get the girl into the helicopter. Now, according to police, this 15-year-old girl had just started her sophomore year at Ellison High School. Now, we received a statement from the Killeen Independent School District in a press release today. They said, "We will continue to support the family as well as provide counseling support to the EHS faculty, staff, and students during this difficult time. At this time, our thoughts and prayers are with those affected by this unfortunate incident," and that was sent by John Kraft, the KISD superintendent. Now, we will keep you updated as we learn more details about this story. Reporting live from Killeen, Kathleen Suri, KWTX News 10.
In Temple announced the start of their outpatient pediatric dialysis program. News 10's Kathleen Suri has the details.
We have had families in the past that their children needed outpatient hemodialysis services, and we didn't offer them here.
That was the case for Temple resident Lisa Taylor and her 3-year-old son, Logan. After finding out he had stage 3 kidney failure last May, Logan transferred to the Texas Children's Hospital in Houston in December for dialysis treatment. Lisa stayed with her son, meaning she had to give up her job, her home in Temple, and time with her 3 other children.
in order to try to save your kid's life, you do whatever you have to do.
Which meant staying in Houston until Logan was released in March. They now make the 3-hour drive twice a month to monitor Logan's peritoneal dialysis, which is performed at home.
I'm sure the doctors here in Temple may not know how many times I called them and asked them, is it ready yet? Is it ready yet?
Fortunately, it's a question that other families in the area won't have to ask anymore. The new dialysis program includes 2 pediatric kidney doctors, 2 nurses, and plenty of things to keep kids busy as they sit through 3 to 4 hours of dialysis 3 times a week.
I know that if anything ever does happen again, I have it right here.
Logan is almost on the kidney transplant list and hopes to receive a new organ in October. In Temple, Kathleen Suri, KWTX News 10.
Hospital.
News 10's Kathleen Suri is live at the scene with more. Kathleen, what is the latest?
Julian Gordon, information is very limited at this point, but what we do know is that the Bell County Sheriff's Department deputy who was involved in the shooting is okay tonight. He was not injured and he was not the one shot in today's incident. Now, it all started around 3:40 this afternoon when the deputy tried to make a traffic stop in Harker Heights. The car sped away east on FM 2410, and then he turned right onto a private residential road. A ways up the road is where the shooting happened. Still no word on how many people were in the car, but we do know that one person was shot in the exchange.
Eventually, our officer was able to catch up with the vehicle, and a gun battle ensued. Shots were fired. Good Lord willing, our deputy is fine at this time. He is in the care of some professionals, and hopefully everything will be okay with him.
Now, the Sheriff's Department wouldn't confirm the condition of the person who was shot, but they did say the justice of the peace had been called and that no one was taken to the hospital. The investigation is ongoing as the Bell County Sheriff's Department hands the case over to the Harker Heights Police Department. Now, the Texas Rangers are also investigating, and a DPS helicopter had been on the scene circling the perimeter. Now, the Sheriff's Department tells us that the scene is secure at this time, but they're still searching the perimeter to make sure that everything is safe and that the public is going to be okay. Now, we hope to have more details at 10. Reporting live from Harker Heights, Kathleen Suri, KWTX News 10.
Heights. Kathleen, what's the latest?
Gordon and Tara, one person is dead after an officer-involved shooting this afternoon. It was not the sheriff deputy that was shot, it was someone else. And so that's the new information that we have for you tonight here on News 10. Now, as you can see by the flashing lights behind me, this is still a very active scene tonight. This afternoon, Justice of the Peace Garland Potvin was the one who pronounced the man dead at the scene. An autopsy has been ordered, but as you can see, it is still a very active scene as law enforcement continue to figure out exactly what happened this afternoon. Terry and Teddy Kemp heard about the incident on the news, but didn't know this chaotic scene was unfolding on their private drive.
So when we drove up, it was like, oh my God, this is where it's at.
It started mid-afternoon when a Bell County Sheriff's deputy was trying to make a traffic stop on FM 2410 in Harker Heights. That's when the driver took off and turned onto a private drive up this hill.
Eventually, our officer was able to catch up with the vehicle, and a gun battle ensued.
One person was shot, but tonight officers say they're relieved it wasn't one of their own.
Thank the good Lord that our deputy is safe and sound.
Along with a heavy law enforcement presence, a Department of Public Safety helicopter also circled the area.
The crime scene, that's secured. And then what we're trying to do now is spread out from the crime scene and look and see what else may or may not be there.
I don't understand why people think they can pull a gun when it's a traffic stop.
Officer. That has to stop. That does have to stop.
Now, the Bell County Sheriff's Department has handed the case over to the Harker Heights Police Department, and the Texas Rangers will also be investigating this incident. We hope to learn more information from them tomorrow, and we'll keep you updated as it becomes available. Reporting live from Harker Heights, Kathleen Suri, KWTX News 10.
$150, now $175, $175, $175.
For 13-year-old Thomas Galloway, spending his weekends helping out at auctions is his passion.
I just like the feel of an auction. That's the way it feels.
After completing 9 days of class at the Texas Auction Academy in Dallas this June, Thomas became the youngest licensed auctioneer in the state. But for this teen, the business already comes second nature.
Come on, Internet. Well, it feels like my normal life because I've been doing this for 4 years now.
When he's not calling bids,
$50 for that nice TV.
He's following in his father's footsteps.
United Country Central Texas Auctioneer Melody, how can I help you?
Helping out behind the scenes at his dad's auctioning business.
I actually program and network and do everything, like all of the computers and stuff you see out there, I set that up.
Thomas's dad got his auctioneer license nearly 18 years ago.
To see him grow up and follow what I'm doing is really great, a feeling for a father.
Both a state and world award-winning auctioneer, Trey will act as Thomas's governing auctioneer for 4 years until he's old enough to get his full state license.
I hope that one day I can sit back and watch him work instead of him watching me work.
It's a family affair that even Thomas's mother has joined. While taking Thomas to his auctioning classes this summer, she decided to get her license too.
Since I was there at the time and would be there for the whole class with Thomas, I might as well go ahead and try it.
And his parents' hard work ethic is exactly what drives Thomas to keep doing what he loves.
They both just inspire me to work hard and be the best at everything I can.
Sold, $60. In Rockwall, Kathleen Suri, KWTX News 10.